darlings, and welcome to a new vlog. As you might be able to guess from the chunky dark knit, it's a very grey October day, but about time. I feel like it's been, sorry, weather report straight away once again. I feel like it's been a beautiful October so far, and I will never ever complain about sunshine, but it is nice that it's finally actually starting to feel like October. So it still blows my mind a little bit. Like, I got an email this morning with October in the title and I just thought, no, not ready. But no, leaning into cozy season well and truly. So you're joining me mid-morning. I'm actually heading out for a lovely lunch later on, so just trying to have a productive morning. And when it's like low consistent grey cloud, I do find it very hard to motivate myself to do anything other than just sit on my laptop, which is productive. But anyway, we don't need to go into all of that because boring. So as I mentioned in the last vlog, Charlie's not very well. He's still not very well. I'm trying not to get ill, so I'm going to whip up another batch of the lemon and ginger shots that I made last week. I will claim that all of my concoctions that I've been making are the reason that I am not getting his illness. And I know, touch wood, luckily I've got a lot of wood in this house that I can touch. Oh, that sounds a bit weird. You know what I mean. Anyway, I haven't got the bug and I'm doing everything in my power not to. So I've got, I was about to say I've got a big knob of ginger, but honestly, okay, I think, should we start this again? No, I trust you not to think what you're thinking. I have got a big knob of ginger and I'm going to cut this up, blend it up exactly the same as I did last time with a load of lemons. Would it be weird to also put some pears in with this mixture? I feel like pears are going to give the same effect as apples, as just giving my brain. I'm blaming the weather, I'm blaming the full moon. I think apples would give the same effect to my immunity shot as pears. Pears will give the same effect as apples. They're going to add sweetness and just provide a little bit more juice. I did order from Amazon a load of glass jars, so this will make it easier when I want to give people a shot, when I want Charlie to have one, or take a few over to my mum, or give some to friends. I'm going to take some into Pilates tomorrow morning. I ordered a load of these from Amazon. I'm really annoyed with myself though, because it was obviously Amazon Prime Day in the week, and we as a team shared loads of content. We sent out a bonus newsletter. That's weird. That was a weird noise. Oh, I know what it was, don't worry. Yes, as a team we created loads of content to hopefully make it a lot easier for you guys to navigate Amazon Prime Day, because it is wild, isn't it, how many discounts there are, and you do have to really dig for them. We spent ages doing that, and I filled my basket with the most incredible offers, but on like really kind of boring practical stuff. Yes, I did put a lipstick in there and some micellar water and my Red Can One United spray, but I also put in boxes of tissues that were 60% off, toilet roll, puppy pads, because they do still sometimes tinkle and we do still have to use puppy pads. What else? Like oat milks. And I forgot to check out before midnight last night. And Prime Day is now over and everything is now full price again. And my basket was well over £100 cheaper yesterday. And it's because it's all that boring stuff, like nothing that I'm that excited about ordering, that I just begrudge now spending full price on it. But I hope that you didn't make the same mistake as me. I hope that you guys managed to get lots of good deals. Pre-Prime Day, I ordered the glasses. But anyway, let's go and get some apples and pears and make our immunity shots. Okay, I've collected a load of apples and pears, and obviously you can get different kinds of apples. You see that in shops, you know, you see different varieties, Granny Smith and whichever others, but different varieties of pears. You never really think about that, but these are definitely completely different. This is from the tree right opposite the greenhouse here. These are from the espaliered pear trees. So these are, yeah, I'm gonna just take a couple of pears, and these ones have actually been in the basket in the greenhouse for a few days, so they have now ripened, because pears weirdly ripen off the tree. I've also harvested my pumpkins. You have to harvest them with a little bit of stalk in action like this, and you have to also harvest, you have to cut it at like a T shape. I'm getting deja vu. I can't remember if I've explained this already, or maybe I just spoke about it in our October gardening jobs video that we put on Instagram, because then it helps them to mature. So you don't want to pick a pumpkin straight from the ground and cook with it right away. You need to let it mature for, I would say, at least 10 days. Yeah, so there we go. I've also got my sweet little munchkins. Some of them they fell off the vine, so I don't have that top bit, which is a pain, but never mind. So I've got a few varieties of apples. I'm going to take in a couple of pears and a couple of apples. I don't want this to be a sweet juice. I do want this to be a really healthy shot rather than an enjoyable juice. So I'm going to do 3 apples and 2 pears with 4 lemons and my very large knob of ginger. Please do not cut that video before I say of ginger. Sorry, I'm in a very awkward position, but I just really quickly want to talk to you about Taylor Swift again, because I have been listening to Life of a Showgirl on repeat, and I think I have changed my mind as to which are my favourite songs. I think I said last week, I think it was literally this time last week, didn't I? I think I said I didn't like Father Figure. I've changed my mind. Father Figure is now one of my favourites, and I still love Fate of Ophelia, but it's maybe gone down the ranks a little bit. I still love Opalite. That's one of my favourites. It's alright. Yeah, it's just such a banger, such a bopper. And I'm now also really quite obsessed. Hello, my Dexter, I'm obsessed with you because you're so handsome. I'm also now really obsessed with The Life of a Showgirl, as in the actual song. I just think it's so catchy. So that's been going on in my head. I think Cancelled is really fun. I have absolutely no feeling whatsoever about the song Honey. Doesn't do anything for me. Anyway, I just wanted to update you. Let me know if you feel the same, if you've got any favourites. Let's chat. Tell me your fave. Okay, I've given the apples and pears a wash, so they're nice and clean, and I'm going to start preparing that in a second. But I wondered why Dexy was looking at me, giving me the look, and I realised it's because I haven't given him his breakfast yet. So, my sweet little boy, do you fancy braised beef, 100% British beef, hand-cooked with spinach, squash, mushrooms, and a pinch of parsley? Blink if you want that one. Or wag your tail if you want pork ragu, 100% British pork, hand-cooked with kale, beetroot, and a sprinkling of nettle. Honestly, these animals eat better than I do, almost. I'm not going to give them a lemon and ginger shot, but they get so much goodness and nutrition in their food ever since we have switched them over to a different dog, and they've been enjoying different dog for well over 2, maybe 3 years now. They are just the happiest children you could possibly imagine. What I love about different dog is not only, okay, anyone else that has got a sausage dog, you will, oh my gosh, I have to stop being so rude. You have to stop thinking that way as well. I'm gonna stop now. Anyone else that has got Dachshunds, sausage dogs, you might know that unless the food that you provide them is of the best quality and you have prepared it in the best way possible, they will turn their nose up at it and walk away, or they'll bury it under their blanket. Well, Dexy and Dicky used to be the fussiest doggies in the entire world, but since moving them onto different dog, they just absolutely wolf it down. I think because it's human grade food, and I think in a video about a year ago, I think I did try, it was a treat, not an actual dog food, but I've tried it. It's delightful. All the ingredients are incredible quality. They make sure there's enough protein, enough fiber. They tell you the percentage of like superfood ingredients, everything that we want to put in our own diets. Why would we not put that in our doggies' diets? And different dog really consider that. And I just absolutely love them. There's a nice variety as well. We get a box delivered every month, and the packs like this, very conveniently, you actually put into the website the information about your dog, the breed, the size, how many you've got, and it will deliver the perfect quantity for you and your, not you and your dog, for your dog to you. And so it's just super, super convenient. But what you can also add into your boxes are 𝑡reats, and the boys love their different dog. And you can also get kind of supplements as well, not supplements like tablets, but for example this, I know I've mentioned this before, it's called the Goat, and it's a 100% natural goat's milk topper, and it's just giving them a little bit of an immunity boost at this time of year. The seasons are changing. I'm about to take and make my immunity shots. Well, this is the immunity boosting powder that I sprinkle on their food. It helps with their digestion, it provides hydration, protects their joints, and it is a delicious addition for fussy dogs. So again, if your dog is a bit fussy, you can just sprinkle this on the food and it makes it even more delicious, with health benefits too. And because we work with different dog, they have very kindly shared, I don't even know if I'm allowed to show you this yet. Well, let's just say the doggies are going to be very spoiled this Christmas, because every December, maybe even sooner, I think it'll probably be soon, that I will be choosing the meals for my next box, and I'll probably be able to put the, I think it's called Festive Feast, in the next couple of boxes. They loved it because one of their favorite ones, do I have it here? No. One of their favorite meals is called turkey fricassee. I don't know what a fricassee is, but they love it. Maybe I should find out and make a human version, but they do a festive feast, and there's literally like, I'm sure they even put pigs in blankets in it, which is obviously a sausage dog dream. Turkey, cranberry, probably sprouts, to be honest, because yeah, Dexy likes sprouts. I actually chopped up a broccoli stalk the other day and he really liked that too. But yes, the Christmas collection is coming very, very soon, and I'm gonna have to be really careful how I show you these, because as soon as they hear the noise of these packs, they get really excited. This is a turkey and trimming. Oh my gosh, this sounds so delicious. I might have to try these as well. Turkey and cranberry triangles. So they do like festive for the dogs, but that's not all. If you are invited to someone's house and they've got a dog, or you want to buy someone's dog a Christmas present, because I'm sure I'm not the only one that thinks that's important, Crumbles Christmas cracker. Isn't that just the sweetest little idea? I don't actually know what is in this. Let's take a look. Okay, my nosiness got the better of me and I did open the cracker, but don't worry, I can re-crack the cracker. So inside you get the turkey and trimmings, 𝑡reat, that I just showed you, and then you get a little mini of the goat. I think if you are the dog mum that already has different dog for your babies, then this could be a really good way of introducing your friends. If you're trying to persuade your friends to also up the game of their dog food, then this would be a really nice Christmas gift to give them. And you could also give them, I think it's Josie 40 is the discount code that you get 40% off your first 2 boxes. So why not write that in their Christmas card when you give them the cracker? So there we go. Oh, wait, is there more? Oh no. Oh. Has your dog been a little angel or a naughty Grinch this year? Let's find out with our naughty or nice checklist. Naughty doggies. Okay, how many ticks are we gonna get? Chasing squirrels or elves? Yes. Stealing the turkey? No. This is where having a sausage dog is great, because they're so small that they can't reach up to the kitchen counters. Oh, he's spotted it. He has spotted it. You can't have that. Sorry, Dexy, not yet. Yeah, they can't get up on the kitchen surfaces because their legs are only this big. So no worries about them stealing the turkey. Digging holes when there is no snow. Yes, Dexy does that. Dicky has no interest in hole digging whatsoever. Unwrapping Christmas presents early. Yes, they did do that last year. And lifting a leg on the Christmas tree. Yes, and not only the Christmas tree. Obviously we are not thinking about, well, we are thinking about, but we're not installing Christmas festive florals just yet, although we may have had a meeting about it. But when we do the archway, you know, this archway here, last year, and spoiler alert, Vlogmas spoiler alert, it's not really a spoiler, we are just basically going to do the exact same this year, putting spruce over that archway. Dexy, rightly so, smells nature and he thinks that that is his bathroom, so he does. Why do I share so much weird stuff on YouTube? I hope that you guys appreciate that I have no filter. He does cock his leg against, or lift his leg, as they've so delightfully put here, on the spruce archway as well as the Christmas tree. So on the nice list, sharing toys with others. Yeah, he doesn't do that. Learning a new trick? Absolutely not. Sausage dogs, well, my sausage dogs are incapable of learning anything. Waiting patiently for treats. Oh, I said the word. He's raised his eyebrows at me. They don't really wait patiently, they just spin around cutely. Giving extra cuddles on cold nights. Yes. Well, it's safe to say they definitely tick more on the naughty list than the nice list, but that is the joy of having a saucisson. Anyway, so many lovely things, treats, not just for us to look forward to at this time of year, but also for the doggies. So if you want to up the game of your dog food, then if you're conscious about what you eat, you don't want UPF food in your own diet, then why put it in your dog's diet? Which is why we love Different Dog. Such incredible quality, literally handmade dog food. It's not mass produced, it's not got loads of weird ingredients in. It's proper whole food full of nourishment and goodness for the most precious little fluff balls in your life. So I will leave our discount code and a link to Different Dog meals and treats and Christmas selection in the description box down below. Now, enough about immunity for the doggies. Let's sort out these shots. These are the only shots that I do these days. When did I last have an actual shot? Probably at Emma and Anthony's wedding in summer. Yeah, that would have been the last time I did an actual shot. I can't believe I used to enjoy doing that as a child or a student. Oh, I can't think of anything worse. Anyway, okay, let's get chopping and blending. Okay, so with the lemons, I'm giving them a good juicing, but then I'm also trying to carefully actually scratch out some of the flesh, just to get as much out of them as possible. Careful of any pips, don't want those. See, that's a load of lemony goodness there. Don't want that to go to waste. And whatever you do, don't throw these away. There is so much you can do with them. I'm going to show you one of my favorite ways in a second. Excuse the noise of the kettle in the background. So you do need a pretty powerful blender. If your blender isn't that powerful, you could do this in a few batches. But I've got 2 pears, 3 apples, a giant knob of ginger, 3 lemons, flesh and juice. And now I'm just gonna start with this much water, however much you get in a coffee milk frother. And that's because everything in here is quite fibrous. You may not need that much, but I'm going to blend it up for a couple of minutes to get everything really, really well blended, and then we'll strain it out like we did last time through a cheesecloth into our little jars. Okay, large jug, can be any jug or very large bowl, cheesecloth. Luckily, I just remembered this before pouring it out. Honey, I did put some honey in last time and that made it actually enjoyable to drink. Still very spicy, but more enjoyable. This honey is the 𝑭𝒆𝒂𝒕𝒖𝒓𝒆𝒅 estate honey, and it's a little bit chunkier, so it's not as ideal for drizzling on my yogurt, which I love to do every evening, but it will be perfect for putting in my shot. So I'm going to do a couple of tablespoons, blend it up one more time, and then we'll strain. Okay, so I have squeezed all of the liquid, as you just saw, into here, and I'm going to put it into a big jar for the juice for Charlie and I, and a couple of the small ones, and then a few of these small ones for my mother. As you might know if you saw the last time I did this, I absolutely do not let that pulp in the bag, so this is what's left after much squeezing. You can probably get a tiny bit more out now that it's settled. But yeah, inside here is obviously the lemon, ginger, apple and pear pulp, and I don't want it to go to waste because it's still got so much goodness in it. So what I do is I spoon it out and I put it into ice cube trays, and then I've got this teapot which has got a little basket in it, which is so handy. I pop 1 or 2 in. Sometimes I also put the slices of lemon and ginger as well if I've got them, but you know what, sometimes you're in a rush or you just want a more mild version, and this is perfect. So I definitely recommend doing that. Top it off with water that boiled like 4 minutes ago, 4 or 5 minutes ago. So I don't use freshly boiled water because apparently, ooh, do you know what? That is a plastic thingy. We don't want that going in there. Oh no! Yeah, fill this up with reasonably freshly boiled water. Let that sit for about 5 minutes, and if you put the lid on your teapot, keeps all of the goodness in, and then you've got your lovely lemon and ginger tea. Okay, so this is what we're left with, and of course my empty, or what would you call it, used lemons are very useful. So let's go into this room here and I'll show you the first thing that I'm going to do. I noticed this on the tap the other day and I thought, ooh, next time I've got lemons, I need to do this. By the way, I am sprouting another load of broccoli sprouts. Speaking of superfood, this is the most superfood you could possibly get your hands on, and it's the most affordable and easy thing to do at home. Really easy. You just soak the seeds overnight, and then you just rinse them. And because these jars, I'll leave them linked, have got the sieve on the top, it's really easy just to soak them and rinse them. A couple, 2 or 3 times a day, and then within 3 or 4 days you have broccoli sprouts, which are the most nutritious and also anti-cancer thing you could possibly eat. Anyway, so this, my friends, is lime scale. We are living in a very hard water area and we have got lime scale on this tap. We obviously take better care of the kitchen tap because that's not so bad, but let me show you what I'm going to do. Can be a little bit fiddly. I'm choosing one that's got a bit of flesh left, and I am wedging that in so that it covers all the tip of the tap. The tip of the tap. And then using an elastic band, is that going to stay? Yeah. Okay, I know that looks really weird. I guarantee Charlie will walk in and be like, Josie, what are you doing? But by the morning, the lemon, the acidity, will have nibbled away at the lime scale. Chances are, tomorrow morning I'll forget to show you. So I'll come down and film a clip when I'm editing this vlog, and I will insert a clip here of my no lime scale tap. So we've still got 5.5 halves left. So let me show you what else you can do. So next, in this household, you probably have spotted, we use wooden chopping boards, not plastic. I think we all know by now, plastic chopping boards, really not good for you, because I think Charlie learned the other week when he was at the knife tutorial day that we eat on average a credit card's worth of plastic in our food when we prepare food on a plastic chopping board. I don't want to be eating a credit card, so we use wooden chopping boards, but they are a little bit more challenging to clean, and if you chop regularly things like garlic, which we do, they can get a bit smelly. We stay on top of cleaning them, so it's not really too bad. But what I'm doing is a little bit of salt, squeezing the lemon juice on, like there's still a little bit left in these lemons, and now I'm just going to kind of exfoliate the chopping board. Okay, I'm just going to leave that for 20 minutes or so. Okay, I need to get cracking now. I need to get ready to go to this lovely lunch event. I need to top up my makeup and put on something that's not a cozy knit and my favourite trousers. You can guess which ones. I do love this knit. It's a Holland Cooper. Nice, cozy and not itchy in the slightest. Just really lovely warm knit. Anyway, so the ones that are left, I won't do it now because I know that Charlie needs the kettle for his lemon and ginger tea. I will probably need it later for my lemon and ginger tea top up, but the plan later is I will put all of these in our kettle. I'll fill it with water and bring it to the boil, and then I will leave that lemony boiled water in the kettle overnight. Again, this is an anti-lime scale cleaning natural solution. In the morning, I will boil it again, then tip out the water and boil again with fresh water. Really amazing way to clean your kettle. So I'm gonna leave them by the kettle to remind myself to do it later. Now, I need to go and get ready. Okay, my darlings, finally ready to hit the road, and I feel like I feel very Scottish in this outfit today. I think it's the neck scarf and the tartan mixed together, but I do love this dress. I think at the moment it's sold out, but I'll still leave it linked down below because it really is the perfect dress for this time of year. I've layered up with my 𝑚 Reversible Gilet, which was the best selling product for the latter half of last year from you guys. It was the piece that so many of you purchased, so I'm hoping that 𝑚 will do something similar again this year. If not, I will leave the most similar alternative linked down below. So as I mentioned, I have a little bit of a road trip today. I'm heading over to a village not too far outside of Cheltenham. If I'd have got my act together a little bit earlier, I would have loved to have mooched around in some of the shops in Cheltenham before heading to this lunch, but I've only left myself 20 minutes grace period, which is just not enough time. And we've got a meeting at the house this afternoon regarding our Christmas plans, so I can't be late for that. So unfortunately, I'm literally just gonna be going to this lovely lunch and back again, but maybe via 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅 in Temple Guyting to get a coffee, although I do have my lemon and ginger and honey in my little cup for the road. Okay, let's get going, and I will see you either when we get to the lunch in Cheltenham or to the 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅, depending on which way my satellite navigation takes me. So we've got a little sneak peek here of some of the brands that are going to be coming to the Christmas Cotswold Fair. Oh, this is amazing news. It's going to be at Toddenham Manor Farm, so you can pop to Herd and get your fabulous burger or coffee when you're there. It's a very, very lovely spot. So we've got everything from local ceramicists. There's a few more of this designer's creations on our table. They look absolutely beautiful. So many lovely gift ideas. We've got some pampering products, clothing for children and adults as well. Some lovely handmade bits and bobs over here. My darlings, gosh, you can literally see my drink soup, I don't know what you'd call this, mug of bone broth steaming. I need to give that a moment or two to cool down. So back home again now. Didn't quite film as much as I'd hoped at that lunch, but I thought I would fill you in on the last couple of hours. So the lunch today was to celebrate the Christmas Cotswold Fair, which is happening, mark your diaries, from the 11th, 12th, 13th of November at Toddenham Manor. So for those of you that are local, then it's just the most wonderful place to go and find so many incredible, unique businesses, not just local, but all through the UK and beyond, and just finding those really special gifts. Some of them are handmade, some of them are just... Fun fact, did you know you can't say something is very unique or really unique or a little bit unique? It's either unique or it's not. And I know this, but I always want to say, oh, that's so unique. I think you can say so unique, but you can't say that is extremely unique. But yeah, that's the one word in the English language that I wish it didn't have that rule attached to it, because I always want to say something is really unique. Anyway, don't know why I know that random bit of information. A-level English. Actually, it's not even from that, because I'm pretty sure Charlie told me. So it might not even be true. It may not be true. Who knows? Any English scholars, let me know down below. Can something be very unique? I don't think it can. Anyway, the point is, we got to see some of the lovely brands that are going to be exhibiting at the Christmas fair today at the lunch, and it was really lovely to see everything from clothing to gift ideas, from chocolates, and oh my gosh, those chocolates were amazing, all the way through to beautiful ornate jewellery and gorgeous gilets, knitwear pieces. So many different businesses, and I always think it's lovely to buy someone something unique and thoughtful for Christmas. So it's a fantastic place to do your Christmas shopping. I believe they've shared a discount code with me for tickets, so I'll leave that linked in the description box down below if you happen to be visiting us here in the Cotswolds that weekend. I'm not sure if we've got availability at Strawtop Cottage, but if we do, I'll leave our Airbnb links down below as well. And it was really lovely to hear from Lucy, the founder of the event, about the incredible charities that they support through hosting it. This year there's going to be a lot of support for the 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅 charity, where they actually provide support for families who have got young children in need of serious medical care, and it was just amazing hearing more about what they do and how the Cotswold Christmas Fair is going to be supporting it. So it's a really gorgeous lunch. I have got a few little bits and bobs from some of the businesses that are going to be there in a goodie bag, so I'll show you that in a second. But first of all, while I have my broth, and do you ever just, I said to Hannah, I was really happy that Hannah was there. We had, as always, just a really lovely chat. But I said to Hannah, I'm doing everything in my power to not get, and I have to stop even talking about it because I don't want to negatively manifest it, but I'm trying really hard not to get the bug that's going around, not to get Charlie's cold. And I find that a mug of bone broth, you can feel instantly the nourishment that this provides to your body, just like Dexter and Dickens have their lovely bone broth to keep them healthy. As the seasons change, it's important for us humans too. So yeah, let me show you the bits and bobs that were in the goodie bag. So first of all, got a few bits here from a brand called London and Avalon, and they've popped in, I think this is a lovely, oh my goodness, that is quite possibly the softest face cloth I think I've ever felt in my life. That is gorgeous. I cannot wait to take my makeup off with that. And we've got a bed and bath linen mist here with birch leaf, Norfolk lavender and vanilla. I absolutely love. Oh, wow, that is gorgeous. That's quite a like masculine scent. I think it's the vanilla in there. I love a pillow mist. It's always like a psychological cue that it's bedtime when we mist our pillows with the spray. And then this candle is called A Forest Walk in Autumn, and I just had a little sniff. And I can definitely get the autumn vibes, but it's also a very clean scent. So it's like an autumn walk wearing something that is freshly laundered, and you can smell the freshness of your cozy, freshly washed knitwear. Gorgeous, gorgeous candle. So that's a lovely brand. Oh my goodness me. We've got a lot of goodies in here. These, I think, are little mince pies. Meg Rivers, Bakers of Happiness. Mini top iced fruitcake. Look at this. They had these, I think I took a clip earlier, you'll have seen these without the packaging on the table, but I'm going to enjoy this with my morning coffee tomorrow morning, so I'll show you that in more detail. Ooh la la. This is a little something for Charlie, so I'll let him open that up shortly. Gin in a tin. Things like this, gin in a tin, this is such a great gift idea for like a dad's stocking or a husband or a brother. What a great idea. 4 different flavoured gins, pink pepper, cardamom coffee, blue spruce, lemon peel. Sorry, the light is fading very fast. I know the lighting in this clip is very, very bad, for which I apologise. But what a sweet idea for a gin lover, for them to have a few different samples to try. Now this I love the sound of, a brand called Therapy Honey Skincare Certified Organic Biome Restore Facial Oil. Love the sound of that. It says, inspired by ancient beauty rituals from around the world, a supercharged elixir that brings skin back to life with 17 pure cold pressed and organic CO2 extracted botanicals, including pomegranate, rosehip, and red raspberry. 2 to 4 drops of the oil onto clean, damp skin. Oh, that sounds absolutely heavenly. I think I'm going to share the rest of the bits with you tomorrow because I'm really not loving this lighting situation. I know I'm going to watch this clip back and think, Josie, that is not good enough quality. So I'm going to take my makeup off using the gorgeous London Avalon flannel and smother my face in this and do a nice little facial massage while I watch somebody's YouTube video. I haven't decided who yet. Who uploads on Tuesdays apart from me? I don't know. I'm going to find something nice to watch, drink my broth, and put on my lovely honey oil. Okay, I've just had a nice little pamper using a few products with Leo for company that were in the goodie bag. 𝑭𝒊𝒂𝒕𝒖𝒓𝒆, they've popped in their deep cleansing balm. That was heavenly, and they use a lot of wild foraged ingredients, so I need to see what else these guys do because I think I will probably love it. And there's just something so nice about a luxurious cleansing balm. It smelled gorgeous. And then I've just put a load of the therapy oil all over my face, and oh, it smells so good. My skin feels very, very happy. I love doing this evening pamper quite early in the evening. It's 6:30 and now I get to go downstairs and chill. Charlie's cooking, I think he said chili chicken noodles or something, which sounds fabulous. Oh my gosh, the best bit, the flannel. I know it seems a bit weird getting excited about flannel, but this was the softest face cloth I've ever used, and I'm now going to see what else they do. If they do, like, I'm sure they will do bigger towels, because truly I don't think I've ever felt a face cloth that soft, and it made the whole makeup removal just so much more enjoyable. I'm gonna put my pajamas on and then head downstairs. I think Charlie's lit the fire as well. Even though he's poorly, he's still managing to light the fire and cook dinner, so it must be man flu. Good morning, my darlings. It's the next day. I was trying to think what day of the week it is. This week has felt really muddled to me, but it is Wednesday. Thank goodness, halfway through the week, almost. So Charlie and I slept in separate beds last night. Not because our marriage is in tatters, but because he is actually getting worse, which is not great. So we are unfortunately keeping our distance from each other. There is most definitely something a little bit more sinister than just your average bug going around, which is very, very sad, and I'm trying my absolute hardest, as I've mentioned a million times, not to get it. I did start to feel a little bit headachy at lunch yesterday. Do I look puffy? Oh, let's not even go there. But yes, feeling absolutely fine this morning, so fingers crossed we will power through. I wanted to turn the camera on to rave about this morning's egg muffins. I made these at 5 o'clock this morning. Well, I probably slept really well because I was in the bed by myself, and I woke up ping at 5 o'clock, super awake, super alert, got through loads of emails, and then made a batch of egg muffins. And I'm sorry to show you something half eaten, but look at the texture of that. It is like an actual bread muffin. And I'll tell you why, because it pretty much is a bread muffin. I used, I never measure anything, I'm sorry, but I will try and guess the measurements. I used a cup of flour, 3/4 wholemeal bread flour, and so 3/4 wholemeal bread flour and 1/4 buckwheat flour, which is meant to be so good for you. I chopped up 1 big broccoli florette, added in some garlic powder, some baking powder, 6 eggs, salt and pepper, and Comté cheese. And when I baked them, oh my goodness, they're like proper little muffins, and it's just such a nice, like, comforting, hearty thing to have for breakfast. I feel like I bang on about these egg muffins, but hopefully a few of you guys have tried them. I think it's nice to get some protein first thing in the morning, obviously with the cheese and salt. They taste amazing. There's a beautiful close-up for you. Yes, very healthy, and yeah, packed with protein. You could put some cottage cheese in there, and a delicious breakfast, in my opinion. I like to put them in the Aga, warm them up for a few moments, and enjoy. I have 2 or 3 in a morning, and they're kind of solid as well. Oh, I just love them. If you guys have tried them, please let me know what you're putting in. What's your best concoction? What's your best mix of veggies? I just stick in whatever's in the fridge, to be honest, but I have to say broccoli and cheese is a winning combo. Okay, welcome to my office. I've gone, do you remember, I think it was in the vlog last week, I asked you guys for advice on any digital to-do lists. Well, instead of looking into that further and moving forward with the times, I've gone back in time, and there's just nothing more satisfying than writing down your to-do list in pen and paper. So this is a really lovely leather-bound journal from 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅, and I've just been writing everything down, and it's so satisfying, and it's so satisfying when you get to tick things off, isn't it? So can't remember if I mentioned, but I'm heading into London very, very shortly, and I feel like I have a different wardrobe for London than the Cotswolds, and I try to make the most of my London days and really wear the things that I wouldn't wear here at home. Like, for example, today I'm actually wearing a skirt, like a short skirt, woo. It's literally down to there, which is not particularly me. And then I've got my 𝑭𝒆, this is from Amazon, belt on, little quarter skirt and roll neck. So yeah, short skirts, who am I? And the reason I'm wearing this is because I want to wear my Holland Cooper tartan cape. So I'll show you the full outfit in a moment, but first let's add some accessories. And I've got some new pieces here from Mejuri's Charlotte collection. What I've mentioned before, what I love about Mejuri is that they've got these kind of like icon collections. So whether you love the Stevie, I've got my little Stevie studs in, I love these. Or if you love the Charlotte collection, then you can choose your favorite, choose your character, and then just build on it. And all of their pieces, oh, of course, oh my gosh, I forgot that they had these earrings. Yes, this is amazing. Beautiful quality as always with Mejuri pieces. Their pieces are crafted in either 18 karat gold vermeil or 14 karat gold or sterling silver, so they stand the test of time, and the pieces are always just so classic and timeless. Look at these. Oh, they're like little twisted pastry buns. How fab is the nail colour, by the way? I've had this on obviously since I showed you in the last vlog, and not a single chip, even though it's not gel polish. So big shout out to manicurists. Oh, as much as I love my Stevie studs, I am going to switch for these Charlotte ones. I will pop a QR code on the screen here to make it super easy for you to discover my Mejuri favourites. And I think as we approach obviously gifting season, the season to treat ourselves, it's nice to just have some really lovely classic jewellery bits that we know we're going to get loads of wear out of, that we can add to our personal wish lists. So pretty. So it's just like a little twisted hoop, really, really classic, but the kind of thing that will just go with so many outfits. And the Charlotte collection also has some really beautiful rings. Oh, this is gorgeous. And I wanted to do some stacking on my, this is gonna sound weird, on my smaller fingers. So for example, I want to start doing a little stack here. This is really gorgeous. It's a gold band, and they almost look a little bit celestial, star-like, these little gemstones on there. And I'm pretty sure this is another different ring now. I'm pretty sure this would be called an emerald cut, where they're almost quite rectangular and long. I think for stacking, oh, just looks so elegant. So just trying to bring you in for a little close-up. I think this is from the puffy, the dome collection, but on this hand these are the Charlottes, so great for if you want to add a little bit of an edge to your ring stacking. I think actually this looks so nice with autumn nails as well. So these two additional ones that I've just popped on have got a little bit of a scallop detail, which makes them stack. So actually they've all got a slight scallop detail. See this one as well, just makes them stack so beautifully. This is exactly what I wanted on my ring finger, not small finger, on my right hand. And the gems, the sparkly bits, that is lab-grown sapphire, so really beautiful sparkling accents that really catch the eye. And it's classic enough to wear every day, but also elevated enough for special occasions. So perfect for my day in London, my special dinner, and my very exciting event that I've got tomorrow as well. Okay, so that is my beautiful Mejuri jewellery stack. Oh, I'm so happy with that. As I mentioned, Everything will be linked via the QR code that you just saw, and also in the description box down below. You'll always be able to find everything that I'm wearing, all my jewellery, any makeup that I particularly call out in the vlogs, always linked down below. So let me show you what I'm thinking for today's outfit of the day. I really just wanted to style my new 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅 cape. Haven't taken the label out yet because it hasn't left the house. My general rule is that labels come off when things leave the house for the first time. So it's a beautiful warm tartan. I say warm in the colour. This was actually the colours that my old school uniform was. We didn't have a tartan skirt, but it was like a was it tartan? No, but it was burgundy. It was a kilt, but it was a burgundy kilt. If I can find any old photos of me in my old school uniform, just for a good old laugh, I'll pop them on the screen here. But something to say about this cape, although it is lined, of course it is, it's 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅, we know they're going to make it just such beautiful quality. It's not particularly thick. That doesn't mean it's not going to be warm though, because it's is it Scottish wool? I think it said finest Scottish wool. Yeah, literally finest Scottish woven wools. So the great thing about a material like wool is that you don't need to have too much bulk in order to get the warmth. And at this time of year, it's been a really weird October, hasn't it? Because we've had storms, yes, we've had rain, yes, but it hasn't been particularly freezing cold. Like today, this morning I've just been out collecting apples and pears and tidying some bits in the greenhouse, and I was literally wearing the t-shirt, this t-shirt, and I didn't put a coat on, which now I say it out loud is probably silly considering I'm trying my absolute hardest not to get a cold, but I was not cold outside at all, so I thought I would actually be okay. London is always weirdly a little bit warmer anyway, but I thought I would be okay in this cape and a short sleeve top. However, so that I don't get a head cold, I'm going to wear my beautiful, 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 I absolutely love this already and I haven't even worn it out of the house yet, burgundy, is this wool? I think this is wool as well. Wool as well. I don't know if it says. Yes, 100% wool. 100% wool. So this is going to keep my head very, very warm, even if the elbows down will be out to the elements. My head and my body will be warm, which is the most important thing. Obviously I could change into a long sleeve roll neck, but I don't think I need to. So look at this. I think this is just such, oh my gosh, this I would say is most definitely countryside appropriate. It's like country girl goes to the city. That's what this outfit is giving, or country girl is going to a 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅 manor, or somewhere a little bit smarter than just your typical pub. Or, you know, if you've got a lovely event where you're going to be outside a little bit more, or if you're, even yesterday, the event was in this really beautiful, as you saw, kind of glass conservatory style room, and like thankfully they left the door ajar just to let some fresh air circulate, and so you could have gotten away with staying in your outerwear if you wanted to. So I think at this time of year it's really lovely to be able to build an outfit that even when you keep your coat or your outerwear on, it still looks really lovely. So the thing with capes is I feel that you don't want to have a skirt visible underneath. So my usual favourite of wearing midi skirts or like midi or maxi length dresses doesn't really work with a cape, so that's why I went with the shorter skirt and brown tights. And then of course, because London means lots of walking, my 𝑭𝒊𝒅 Regina boots. It might tinkle with rain a bit later. If it does, it's fine because these are waterproof. Wool is always quite water repellent, but I might spray this with liquid proof. And because my hair is dirty, I'm actually going for a blow dry. We'll go together. And yeah, hair is quite dirty, so the fact that I'm wearing a hat means that I don't need to feel self-conscious about that on my way into Harrods. So yeah, love this. I think the cape is absolutely gorgeous. It would look nice with longer sleeves as well, definitely. But today I just don't feel like I need it. So absolutely adore these two bits from 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅. Really like how the outfit has come together, and I think I'll probably take my 𝑠ongmont brown leather handbag. So there we go. This is today's outfit of the day. And I just need to finish packing my bits and bobs together now, pop them in my suitcase, and next stop, London. Yay! Okay, I have made it to Harrods. Nice easy journey. Dropped my bag already at the hotel. Still got my lemon and ginger in hand, and I'm heading up to the 5th floor. I think I always get so very lost in here, to the beauty salon for a blow dry with, oh my gosh, that lighting is horrible, for a blow dry with 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅, and we're going to be trying out their new aloe vera range. Where are we? Hair and beauty salon. This looks about right. Has been zhuzhed using the new collection from 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅. I learned so much more about the brand and everything that it stands for. I'm going to fill you in on all of that later on when I'm back at the hotel and not embarrassingly vlogging in the middle of the shop. But seeing as we are, or I am in Harrods, I'm going to pop to the food hall because I can't resist seeing what lovely treats they've got there. So let's go and get something to eat to go alongside my lemon and ginger tea. It's such an amazing shop. It's just hard to walk through and not get distracted by everything. I've already got a new Charlotte Tilbury palette on my wish list, and look at the packaging of these Gucci beauty products. I think that's a blusher. Oh, the lighting is not in my favor, but can you see how beautiful they are? Oh my goodness. The one food that we can't really get very good versions of in the Cotswolds is Indian, so thank you very much. Perfect, thank you. So I've come to the 𝑭𝒊𝒅 Indian, and oh my gosh, it smells so good. I'm gonna go and take this and eat it in Hyde Park. What a treat. I absolutely love this tote bag. How cute with all the veggies on it. I actually think it's a good job I don't live in London, because I don't think I'd be able to resist the perfect veggies in here. Have you ever seen garlic look that perfect? Oh my goodness me. And I've just been roped into buying £14 worth of parmesan because it's the best parmesan I think I've ever tried. These giant mochi balls. Oh my goodness me. Ooh. And I had these last time I was here and they are so delicious. It actually inspired me to make my own at home and it was really, really good. I've got my Indian now, but otherwise I would get this. Ooh, yummy. Okay, I found a lovely bench in Hyde Park. I'm going to show you my Harrods food haul. Starting off with the bag. I couldn't resist it. I think it's gorgeous with the leather handles. And this is the star of the show from the 𝑭𝒊𝒅 Indian. It's a naan wrap with chicken tikka inside. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited for this. Ooh, 10 minutes later, I finished my tikka masala wrap. That was delicious. And now for pudding, don't worry, I'm not going to have all of these. This is the brand Quinwan, I think it's called. Introduced me to these and oh my goodness, they are just, they're dates but done in the most insanely delicious way. So these ones are covered in chocolate, rose creme, raspberry creme and pistachio creme inside. I think that one was like a hazelnut praline, peanut butter, a new matcha one. This is something that had a funky name, I can't remember what it was, but she said it was amazing. And I think this one is most like the Dubai chocolate, I would guess from the smattering. So let's take a look. Oh my gosh, I should have got a whole box of these. Oh, that is so good. Okay, please excuse me while I devour the dates. Just in Selfridges, and I have to say I love this idea. Walk-in back rub, so you can get up to a 40-minute back massage, 10 minutes up to 40 minutes from £20. In the middle of a shopping day, I just feel like that's what you need to invigorate you, and it's right next to the new biosculpture. If you fancy a speedy mani. Oh, and they have this little pedi area as well. That looks amazing. Okay, I'm on my way to a beauty pie event and bumped into Em. She always knows. Here she comes with the goods. Is that yours? Or is that mine? Oh my god, it's silver. Em always knows the best food places. Biodegradable stores. This is called Haiti.
Obviously, it's called Haiti.
Haiti. Apparently all the rage in New York.
All over New York.
Yeah.
And then this is the one in blender.
Yeah.
It's just amazing. You can choose like the sugar level.
Yeah.
You can choose, I mean, and it's also very high quality tea. It's like legit.
Yeah. I feel like I'm going to be buzzing. Yay! A great recommendation. Cheers, my darling.
Thank you.
We have just arrived and Christmas has also arrived. Look at these beautiful decorations. Heading on in to discover Christmas with Beauty Pie. We have got chicken pie. Oh my goodness. That looks amazing.
Diaz's character, Amanda, lives in which city? Is it Los Angeles, London, or New York?
Good morning, my darlings. It's Thursday morning. Please excuse my very puffy and makeup free face. It takes my face probably a good hour post coffee to look semi-normal in the mornings. Please let me know if you're the same. But as you spotted from those clips earlier, I decided to come out for a really lovely sunrise walk. I saw that the Gales near our hotel opened at 7, so I was there when they opened, and then took a half-hour walk down Embankment to Big Ben, House of Parliament, London Eye, just being a tourist. And I'm now by St James's Park, which is basically by Buckingham Palace and the Horse Guards Parade, the Mall, and I just found something really magical. So for a little bit of context, this is Horse Guards Parade over there. We're going to walk through it in a second. This is the old war offices, and in the middle of the park, just right here, slap bang in central London, there is a cute little cottage and an allotment. A little kitchen garden. They've got really beautiful, I think it's probably witch hazel branches over there, creating an area for their kale, which I have to say isn't looking too happy, and nor are their Brussels sprouts, but they've made this cage area here for their curry squash. They've got a few that they haven't harvested yet. Big rhubarb beds, runner beans and broad beans, and their basil is doing very well. But look at this, there's also this little structure here. It's a little cabin, and it's like they've turned it into a bee hotel with all of the little honeycomb areas that the bees can go and set up shop in. They've got their radishes here, really lovely nasturtiums, a whole bed of chilies. I just want to know, what's this all about? Who lives here? Who has created... Oh, and look at their tomatoes. Very good. Who has got the absolute privilege of living right here, moments walk from Buckingham Palace, right opposite the Horse Guards Parade, and they've got this beautiful space of land which they've turned into, well, this is like a little herbaceous walkway, and then a kitchen garden. I'm so blown away by this. A little pocket of agricultural or garden magic in the middle of London. And just in case it wasn't magic enough, I don't know if you can see here, that is a rock covered in pelicans. Oh, there's always something magic to see in London. This is Pall Mall, and this is where I used to come to take so many of my old blog photos, especially at this time of year. I always think it looks so lovely. But I'm going to head up this way, back towards Trafalgar Square, and then Covent Garden to get a little bit of work done before maybe hitting the shops. A proper good morning to you, my darlings. Feeling a little bit more alert and awake now. It's 9 o'clock and I've been doing a little bit of work and I'm now feeling a little bit peckish, so going to check out the hotel and go and find something to have for breakfast around Covent Garden. And then, so I actually was meant to be going to a really lovely event at Clifton House today, a really beautiful lunch, but unfortunately I think a few of the journalists that were meant to be also going along were poorly and had to drop out, so they've actually postponed the event, which is such a shame. But it means I have a free day, which doesn't happen very often, so I thought I would just leave my bags down at reception and enjoy a couple of hours shopping around Covent Garden. I did walk past the shops this morning, but they were all closed. Most of them don't open actually until about 10, so we'll take a little mooch around and enjoy this beautiful sunny morning. It was so lovely exploring London before, it felt like before most people had woken up this morning. I know that that's an exaggeration, most people are awake at 7, but it was so quiet on the streets and lovely to play tourist for the morning. But anyway, outfit of the day, I've got on my old, this is a couple of years old now, Ralph Lauren tartan dress. It's like a blanket pattern, and then I've popped on a Gucci scarf and I've cinched it all in around the waist with this belt, which is from a company called Really Wild. So that's the outfit of the day. I'm going to pop my coat on because it is a little bit chilly outside, and next stop is second coffee of the day. Now exploring the shops. Things that I love about Covent Garden, there are just so many lovely little side streets, and it's always even more magical down the side streets as it is on the main roads. So by the side of Abercrombie you've got Slingsby Place. There's some really nice little cafes down there, and opposite, next to Uniqlo, there's this magical little illuminated corridor, and if you go down you'll find yourself on Floral Street. There's Chestnut Bakery on the end here. Might pop in here and get a coffee, but then all down this street it really reminds me of a New York kind of Bleecker Street kind of area. Loads of really lovely boutiques. And look who I found. I actually had no idea that Mejuri had a little store here at the moment. I'm head to toe in my Mejuri pieces right now, so I feel like we should go in and take a little look. It's been a while since I went into a Zara. Let's go and see what they've got in store at the moment. My favourite colour at the moment. It's so soft and cosy. This is gorgeous. It's a really nice brown colour. It looks a little bit more black on camera, but I feel like that'd be such a nice workwear piece if you need a little extra cosy layer. Let's see, £35. That's actually amazing. Okay, it's probably a little bit too much tartan on tartan or check on check, but I love this. This is the perfect match between a cardigan and a coat. Is it a coatigan? It's got a scarf detail, which is just this one hanging piece. Like, it doesn't continue anywhere, it doesn't go over the back. It just gives it a really nice relaxed finish, and it's so soft and cozy. Oh my goodness. Such a nice layering piece, feels very kind of lumberjack vibes. Perfect for this time of year. Also looks quite chic with it just flung over your shoulder. You could probably put a little brooch on it or something, or a safety pin to keep it in place. I love it. Tricky conundrum because I absolutely don't need it, but I've fallen in love and it's so cozy. what to do. I haven't actually checked the price yet. Let's see. I love this combo, the lace inset dress, the ruffles, and then this tassely suede jacket. Such a nice outfit. I don't really know where I would wear something like this, but if I had the place to wear it, I would absolutely definitely pick up these two. How adorable is this? Little diamond checkerboard with heart buttons. So cute. Two more gorgeous pieces. This lovely knitted dress, so soft, and I really love the shape down at the bottom. I think actually with the belt that I'm wearing now would look really, really nice. Let's see. Oh my goodness me, it's £25. Has Zara got more affordable, or am I just, I don't know, seriously missing out? And then look at this gorgeous little gilet. Oh wow, look at this detail. Oh my gosh, and what's this? I'm just loving everything in here right now. That is really, really nice. Similar version, but in brown, and it's kind of cotton at the bottom, knit at the top. There's also something very Ralph Lauren-y about this padded, it's like a woolen, almost feels like cashmere padded gilet. And don't underestimate how much warmth this would add to an outfit as well as looking very cute. It would also be a nice little, well, not so little, very chunky layering piece. And just like that, I am back home again. It wasn't as easy as that. There were quite a lot of delays on the train, but there we go. Can't always have a super smooth, easy journey. I thought I would quickly show you my London loot and the bits that I brought home with me. I will maybe film a little try on of the bits that I picked up from Zara, possibly in the next vlog. If I have a moment, I'll pop them in after this, but I don't know if I'm gonna have time before this video goes up, so stay tuned. I will also put something probably on Instagram and YouTube Shorts. Anyway, this is still my best purchase, I would say. The dates, I think I did show you these in the park yesterday. They are honestly just the nicest treat in the world, and I think tomorrow I'm gonna have a play at recreating as many of these as possible. This is just a date with pistachios chopped up in the middle of it, and then it's been covered in milk, don't drop it, and then covered in milk chocolate. This one is just simply a date with peanut butter in. Oh my god. But really nutty peanut butter. Oh my gosh. Just amazing. I'm debating whether to share them, but I'm thinking if Charlie's still poorly, which he is, then his taste buds probably not up to scratch, so maybe it'd be a waste and I should have them on myself. That's my logical thinking. The other edible thing, I think I mentioned I got suckered into buying this Parmesan because they were giving out free samples, and it really is, I think, the best Parmesan I've ever tried. So the reason I was in Harrods was for the blow dry with 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅, and they've actually had a little rebrand. So they've redesigned their labels, their packaging, they've got rid of the flying angel, and they now have very, very chic branding. I always loved it, but it's even more chic now. And this is just such a lovely brand. If, like me, you're on a bit of a journey for trying to get rid of any unnecessary harsh chemicals, like sometimes you just need ingredients of certain types just to get the job done, but with hair, you just don't need to make sacrifices, because every range that I've tried from 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅, their products just work so well. They deliver such amazing condition to your hair. No nasty ingredients, vegan. They are, I think they might be a B Corp, not 100% sure. But the founders, they do so much work for saving the rainforests, raising awareness. Actually, every product that you buy, they save an acre of rainforest. They've saved over 1 million acres of rainforest already, and these products, they smell so good. It's infused with cucumber. The other ingredients, I mean, I'm looking at the ingredients list and it's just a load of different fruit oils, calendula, plant-derived ingredients, blah blah blah. So many lovely ingredients in this. It literally smells like a pampering spa treatment. When I was in the sink getting my hair washed yesterday, I was just in a state of bliss. So this is the new aloe vera range. Is that gonna focus? If you have got a slightly more sensitive scalp, any dryness or itchiness, this is gonna be amazing for you. I don't have a particularly sensitive scalp, but I think to mix this in with my routine alongside their hydration range, it's all color safe as well. I absolutely love the collection, and my hair just feels so light and clean. The curls didn't hold. We didn't actually spray them with anything afterwards. There's still a little bit of movement, but my hair never holds, so we still need to practice with that. They did recommend a couple of products for me to try with heatless curls, so I'll have some experimenting with that. And then the dinner with Beauty Pie and the lovely Jules von Hepp hosted a Christmas pub quiz. It was the holiday themed. I tried to capture as much of that as possible. So much fun. We were laughing so much. It got very competitive. In fact, I'm gonna try to remember some of the questions, and you have to not cheat. Don't cheat, don't Google it, but let me know your guesses down below. So, okay, which British Christmas staple was very heavily shown in the shop that Amanda Woods visits and stocks up on her wine and stuff when she arrives in the UK? That's question number 1. Question number 2, what's the name of the village within which the holiday was filmed? Don't Google it, don't Google it. Number 3, was the holiday set, I'm making this one up, in Surrey or the Cotswolds? Number 4, can you name 2 actors that played themselves in the holiday movie? And number 5, okay, this one's not going to be the holiday related because I can't remember anymore. How many mince pies on average get eaten in the UK every December? Let me know your guesses to those 5 questions down below, and I'll think of a prize for the winner, but please don't cheat because that just ruins all the fun. So we had the pub quiz, we had the most delicious chicken and leek pie. I've never been to a work event where they've served such hearty, yummy food before. It was incredible. And we were there to celebrate the launch of Beauty Pie's Christmas collection. This is really exciting because anything that's from Beauty Pie, you know the quality is going to be really good, and you know that you're going to be paying a really fair price. You're not paying for insane marketing or anything like that. You're literally paying pretty much for the cost of the product. This is the most beautiful wraparound silk eye mask. Beauty Pie have done eye masks before, but this is another level of coziness. You wrap it all around, it covers your ears as well. Oh my goodness me. I mean, this would be great for like pin the tail on the donkey because no one is going to see anything, but having the silk just wrapping around your face is something, you know, like people say that having a weighted blanket is good for anxiety. I feel like this is good for anxiety. So if you know someone who travels a lot or travels to hotels for work and maybe struggles sleeping, or maybe someone who just loves a bit of pampering or wears a sleep mask at home, I think that is such a nice gift idea. They've also added to their incredible Christmas candle offering. I was raving last week about their firewood candle, which literally smells like our house at Christmas. It's smoky, it's oaky, it's woody, it's a little bit warm and elegant. It's just the most gorgeous scent, but undeniably smoky, and that's one of my favorites, as is Fir Balsam, which kind of smells like what you'd imagine a lovely Christmas tree to smell like. Well, now they've got Fir Balsam, Sandalwood and Sweet Orange, and I think this might just become my new Christmas favorite scent. That is instantly Christmas. I wish you could smell this. The Fir Balsam gives it the earthiness, the grassiness, the Christmas tree smell, but then the Sandalwood and the Sweet Orange really lift it and make it, you know, a very pleasant scent to have in the house. I can't wait. It's too early to light this right now, but I will. Mid-November probably. Then we've got a lovely little makeup set. They have loads of makeup sets and skincare sets. I thought this one was particularly good because it's their long wear eyeshadow sticks, and these again amazing for when you're on holiday because you just essentially scribble over your eyelid and then use your finger to pat it in, and you can use it on your lower lash line as well, or as a very soft smudgy liner, and you get 3 in this set. I've had full-size ones of these before from other brands, and I have never finished them. Like, I've never got to the bottom. So I think the fact that you get the slightly smaller size in this gift set, whoops, is perfect, because you don't need them to be any bigger. And then finally, and this is incredible, 𝑭𝒂𝒂 𝙒𝙠. This is one of their new, I think it's new perfumes. And oh my goodness me, this smells like, I want to say baccarat, like those fragrances. What I want to say is that it smells expensive. It's when you wear this, like you have spent £300 on a bottle of perfume. This is what it looks like, very chic and minimal. I want to say there's blackcurrant in there, but it must just be the fig. It's just gorgeous. I think, again, for gift buying or just treating yourself, Beauty Bar have got the most gorgeous selection. So it was lovely to discover all of that last night at, what was the restaurant called? Cloth. I want to go there again. It was so delicious. I was planning on wearing this outfit today with my scarf kind of tucked in. I thought it was quite nice, especially given that it's not been too cold lately. Scarf tucked in, waist belts, I think I mentioned yesterday, from Really Wild, and then my Ralph Lauren blanket dress, because we were meant to be going for the lovely event at Clifton today, but sadly it got cancelled, so this is what I would have been wearing. But anyway, because I've been in London, I've got quite a lot of admin to catch up on, so I'm going to end the vlog here, my darlings. No idea if it's long or short. Haven't got a clue with this one. I have no sense, no spidey senses. Sometimes I get an inkling based on how much I filmed as to how long the vlog's gonna be. Sometimes I'm really surprised, like, wasn't there one last week that was like 30 minutes long? I honestly thought it was gonna be 2 hours. So no idea, but either way, if you got to the end, leave your pub quiz answers down below. And if you've got any Christmas trivia, ask us, set your own question in the comments, and we'll all just have a little festive quiz fun down below. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.